We are back at 6:37, and we are talking football, and guess what? There's an app for that, and we brought in the superfan, Travis Konofsky, to join us with Pam from Verizon Wireless. So let's get started with some NFL. There's a lot of Broncos fans, Chief fans in the area, fans of all over. No?
No. Okay.
Not a Chief fan, especially tonight.
Okay, whatever. They exist here in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Pam, how can they stay up to date on the NFL?
So Verizon is a huge sponsor of the NFL. So NFL Mobile, you can take that on the go with you. So yesterday I'm not at home, I can't be in front of my TV. Good news is I can watch all of the live local NFL games on my phone.
How does it vary between programs or apps for the iPad versus iPhones and just different smartphones in general?
The app NFL Mobile will vary between your phone, whether it's Android or Apple. On your phone, you can watch the games live. On the tablet, you're only going to get like your NFL Red Zone and highlights and things like that for now.
So is this something you have to have a local cable plan or some kind of a dish?
Not for NFL Mobile.
Okay.
You don't need to. That is an app that we have that's built into the phone.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, a lot of people like to listen to their games, whether it be NFL or college games, and there are some great radio apps, in particular one that Travis said he's a huge fan of.
It's right here on my phone
there
right now. So
yep. TuneIn Radio. So if you're not available on a Saturday to be at home watching the game and you're out of range of a local station that you know plays a syndicated, TuneIn Radio, you can get right to that and listen to the whole game.
And I think you can even find out on their TuneIn Radio, they actually have, you can just go straight to the Husker games as well. You don't even have to go to a local radio station.
Exactly.
So, yep.
Yeah.
And you're a big fan, Travis?
Oh, yeah, I use it almost every day.
Up.
So, yep.
Excellent. All right. Now, I have learned since moving to Nebraska that high school sports kind of rule the land, and there's a way for people to keep up to date on those as well.
You can. So if you are on Twitter, if you go to Neb Preps, N-E-B Preps, there's always, depending on who the fans are at the games, they're tweeting to Neb Preps on updating the games, so you can get a continual feed through there. Or if you have a local school Twitter account that somebody's at the game following them, you can follow it that way too.
Now, last but certainly not least, had to keep everyone waiting for Huskers fans.
Yes.
How can they stay up to date with their team in the Big Red?
There are several apps for the Huskers, so just depending on what you want, you can get live feed tweets from there as well. And then there are ones that will give you all your stats, all your news, all your alerts, anything like that, so you're always in the know.
Superfan, what are you a big fan of?
Well, during a Husker game, I'm a huge fan of Twitter, of course. And I think I follow the parody accounts more than I do the real accounts like Bo Pelini, like the Bo's Cat, and things like that. But there are some other great people. Of course, I like to follow the journalists out there with the local, different local newspapers as well. So.
Do you find that people alternate between checking their Twitter stream and then checking these apps or staying on these apps, or what do most people do?
I have, when I'm watching the game, I turn on my notifications from Bo Pelini and the different types of things while I'm watching or listening to the game, because I like to see what their take is on it, and it just keeps me up to date better.
Right. I found myself watching the Huskers games this weekend, also having my phone on that table and just constantly updating Twitter so that I could stay up to date with Bo.
One thing, like if you have a tweet deck, for instance, you can actually put in hashtag Huskers and just only get things that have to do with Huskers, that people put hashtag Huskers in their on their Twitter. So yeah.
Excellent. All right, Pam, will you give a plug for the store?
Come see us anytime, right in Grand Island, right along 281. We're happy to help with any of these apps or anything else.
All right.
Excellent. All right, thanks, Pam. Stay with us. There's more News 5 today coming up next.